Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the vids, and let's go. When we talk about perfect video games, there's one game that just rolls off the tongue, at least for me, and that game is Portal. Released in 2007 as part of Valve's Orange Box collection, Portal is often hailed as a masterpiece of game design, and for a pretty good reason. It's the rare game that balances humor, and I'm talking like real humor, real challenge, and a real creativity and story in one compact package. Very compact.
We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed.
Aliens landed tomorrow and asked, "What is gaming?" We might as well hand them Portal and just tell them that's what it is. So let's break down why this game is quite literally perfect. At its core, Portal revolves around literally one single mechanic, a brilliant mechanic, the portal gun. You shoot two interconnected portals that allows you to traverse space in ways that defy logic. At least at the time, my mind was pretty blown, and it's still pretty novel to this day. Timeless. It sounds simple, but the execution is nothing short of brilliant. The game teaches you the rules in an intuitive, hands-on way without ever really overwhelming you with crazy puzzles right off rip. By the time you're bending physics to your will in later puzzles, you basically feel like a freaking genius, even though the game's design gently has nudged you in that direction all along. What makes the portal gun so captivating is its versatility, not just a tool for moving around. It's a means to completely rethink how you approach obstacles. Whether you're using momentum to launch yourself across a deadly gap, or solving a puzzle by thinking in literal circles, the portal mechanic constantly keeps you engaged. Controls are responsive and precise, making every movement and experiment feel rewarding. Even if it doesn't immediately work, you are always working towards something. The gears are always moving. It never feels stagnant. Valve's decision to focus on just one groundbreaking mechanic and just polish that shit to perfection is a testament to their mastery of game design. And Valve needs to make more games. I know they have the MOBA shooter game coming out, which looks great, by the way. We need more Half-Life, please. Thank you. Let's be honest, though. GLaDOS, the AI antagonist, steals the show. Steals it. Voiced by the phenomenal Ellen McLean, GLaDOS delivers some of the funniest, actually funny, most iconic lines in gaming history. And I can't emphasize that enough because video games, a lot of them try to be funny. They really do. And they turn out cringy and forced, and the humor is 25 years old. It feels like GLaDOS is still fucking hilarious to this day. Her passive-aggressive quips, thinly veiled threats, and dark humor add layers to the game's otherwise sterile environment. Who can forget gems like
"Quit now, and cake will be served immediately." Fantastic. You remained resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Am I right? The brilliance of GLaDOS's dialogue lies in its duality. On the surface, her comments aren't hilarious and absurd, but there is an undercurrent of menace that grows as the game progresses. Early on, she feels like an eccentric, almost charming guide, almost like a little bit innocent, but by the time her true nature is revealed, you realize just how sinister and fucked up she's been all along. And it's a great feeling. This gradual shift in tone is handled with subtlety, making the game's story darker turns feel earned rather than forced. It's all very organic. The writing as a whole is a masterclass in efficiency. Every line serves a purpose, whether it's to build the world, develop GLaDOS as a character, or simply just to make you laugh. The humor is dry and intelligent, often poking fun at the absurdity of the situation, while simultaneously deepening your immersion in Aperture Science's bizarre dystopian world. Portal doesn't need a sprawling cast of characters, it's just Ellen McLean's GLaDOS and a few robotic sound effects from the adorable weighted companion cubes and the turrets, the game creates a very rich narrative experience. It's actually kind of crazy how stripped this game is, but also how packed full of meaningful narrative dialogue and environmental storytelling that there is. McLean's performance is pitch perfect. I'm going to keep praising the performances, the performance from her. Imbuing GLaDOS with a mix of charm, menace, and vulnerability. It's rare for a single actor to literally carry a game so effectively, but McLean makes it look pretty effortless. The turrets also deserve a special mention. Their childlike voices and polite demeanor create a surreal juxtaposition with their deadly purpose. Lines like,
"Hey, I don't hate you. Critical error."
as they're trying to kill you, add a layer of absurdity to the already quirky world. Every sound, from the hum of the portal gun to the eerie background music, is meticulously crafted to enhance the atmosphere and keep you fully immersed. Portal is a game. Surprise, it's a game that respects your intelligence. Each puzzle builds upon the last, teaching you new mechanics organically. The difficulty curve is so smooth that you barely notice how much more complex the challenges have become. It's just they're just adding little things here and there that just build on all your knowledge that you've accumulated up to that point. The test chambers themselves are designed with surgical precision, offering enough clues to guide you without holding your hand, and I'm so thankful for that. I think it's more like because nowadays I play games that are just so hand-holdy. Not all of them, but a big share of them are. And it's nice to kind of go back and play something like Portal, where you just kind of got to figure it out, because a lot of these puzzles, I do not remember how to do them. What's truly remarkable is how satisfying each solution feels. Even the smallest aha moment is immensely rewarding. Early puzzles gently introduce the portal mechanic, letting players experiment in low-stakes environments, but as you progress, the game gradually ramps up the complexity, introducing new hazards like toxic pools, turrets, and timed platforms. And by the time you're in later stages, you're seamlessly combining everything you've learned up to that point to tackle intricate multi-step puzzles. Valve also nails the pacing. Just when you start to feel confident in your abilities, the game throws you a curveball, like test chambers that appear broken, or the sudden realization that you're no longer a willing participant in GLaDOS's experiments. This constant evolution keeps the experience fresh and engaging from start to finish. Beyond its clever mechanics and tight design, Portal is just plain fun. It's a physics-based puzzle game. It is endlessly entertaining, and the game's sense of humor keeps you laughing and smiling even as you're scratching your head. From the weighted cube companions to the infamous memes, Portal is packed with memorable moments that stick with you for a while, long after the credits roll. The balance between challenge and accessibility is another key factor in the game's success. While some puzzles might leave you stumped for a few minutes or even dozens of minutes, the solutions are always logical, and satisfying. The game never feels unfair or frustrating, which is a rare achievement in the puzzle genre. Some just feel like so obtuse that it almost feels like it's luck that you even solved it. That's never ever been the case with Portal. Even the occasional misstep, like accidentally flinging yourself into a pit of acid, it feels more like a learning opportunity than like you're just being punished for not knowing what to do. And let's not forget the cherry on top, Jonathan Coulton's Still Alive, a musical epilogue sung by GLaDOS. It's the perfect send-off to an already perfect game, leaving players humming along and grinning from ear to ear.
I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
The song's wry humor, catchy melody encapsulate everything that makes Portal so special. In an era where games often sprawl into like 100-hour epics, Portal is refreshingly concise, clocking in at just a few hours, you know, maybe a little bit longer, maybe shorter, but around that time. It is very lean, tightly paced with zero filler. Zero filler. Every moment serves a purpose, from the opening steps in the first chamber to the climactic showdown with GLaDOS. It's a game you can replay in an afternoon, reliving the magic without ever feeling fatigued or bored. The brevity also works in the game's favor by ensuring it never overstays its welcome. By the time the credits roll, you're left wanting more, which is probably why they made a sequel. But that is exactly how a great game should end. It's a testament to Valve's restraint and understanding of what makes a gaming experience truly impactful. Portal isn't just a game, it is an experience. It's a shining example of what happens when innovative mechanics, stellar writing, and thoughtful design come together to create perfect harmony. Whether you're a seasoned gamer or a newcomer, Portal offers something truly special. Just a few hours of pure, unadulterated joy. It's rare for a game to feel this meticulously crafted, with every element working in tandem to create something greater than the sum of its parts. It's just a puzzle game, right? From the ingenious puzzles to the unforgettable humor, Portal is a masterclass in how to do everything right. So, is Portal the perfect game? In my opinion, absolutely. And the cake? Well, that is still up for debate. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much. What do you guys think of Portal? Do you think it's perfect? No, when I think of perfect games, there's only a few that come to mind, and it's more like my favorite games. Objectively, I think Portal is one of the few that you could say is objectively perfect. There are games that I think they're perfect because I love them so much or I grew up on them so much, but you can find the cracks in those types of games. Like Final Fantasy IX. I think Final Fantasy IX is perfect, but could I mention a couple things here and there that is wrong with Final Fantasy IX? Yes, I could. But this game, I can't. I literally can't. I don't think that this game could be made better by doing anything. Do you agree with that? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching, and God bless.